Hello students, hope you're doing well. My name is Placida Tellis and I'm going to handle this subject System Software and Compilers. The subject code is 18CS61. So today we'll start with module 1, that is Introduction to System Software and Machine Architecture of SIC-XC machine. Okay, so this is the outline in today's class we'll be covering, that is Introduction, System Software and the Machine Architecture. It will be consisting of SIC machine and SIC-XC machine. So we'll see in detail about the architecture. So introduction. So what is software? Before we see about what is system software, we'll see what is software. A software is nothing but a set of programs which is designed to perform a well-defined function. Then what is program? A program is a sequence of instructions written to solve a particular problem. Okay, so your programs and your instruction consist and made up to and make a software. Now there are two types of software. Your first one is system software and application software. Now what is system software? System software is nothing but a type of a computer program that is designed to run a computer hardware and application programs. That means it acts as an interface between your hardware and your application softwares. Okay, as you can see in the first point, system software consists of programs that supports the operation of a computer. That means without the system software, there is no operation to a computer. If you want to use the hardware of a computer, we need the system softwares. Okay, the programs implemented either software or firmware that makes the computer hardware usable. Okay, the software makes it possible for the user to focus on an application or other problems to be solved. So whenever user wants to use the computer, it's only they are focusing only on the application software, not on the other hardware issues or anything, because your system software takes care of everything about the system, and also it handles the basic input output system. Now as I told you, your users will be focusing only on application programs. Now what are application programs here? Application programs are nothing but a type of programs that perform specific tasks for an end user. It effectively interact directly with a piece of software to the system software. That means what here? Your application programs have a piece of programs. It consists of some programs, some instructions, and is given to the system. So your system software take the instructions and execute it. How it is executing and internally, the user doesn't bother about it. So the application program examples are your Excel, Office, and so on. The next we'll see some difference between your system software and application software. System software, it's a kind of software which is interface between application and software and system, as I told you earlier. Now application software is a kind of software which runs according to the user. That means what users requirement or what users query, the application programs acts in that way. Now what is system software? Is this kind of is written in a low level language. So it is written in low language. That means your assembly language are nothing but your system software languages. And in case of your application software, it is written in your high level language. Some example like your C++, Java, .NET, and so on. Third point, it is used for operating computer hardware. So if you want to use your hardware of a system, you need your system software. But what about application software used by a user to perform any specific task they want? Okay. Now, system software is a hardware, so they're not in interaction with the user. That means the hardware is not in interaction with it is interaction with the system software only. So your user doesn't interact with the hardware, it interacts with the system software. And here users can interact with this application software at every point. Okay, now system software is installed on the computer when the operating system is installed. Okay, users can install them as according to their choice. It means what here? If they want one software or the other, they can use it. For example, there are many web browsers. If someone wants to install Chrome, they can install Chrome, Firefox, Microsoft Edge, so on. It's their choice. But in case of system software, the system software has to be installed. It's not according to user use, it is according to the hardware use. Okay. Now this can run independently, your system software. It means there is no interaction, there is no commands given by the user how to run it. It can run independently. But in case of application software, this can run independently, but there is need to be a presence of a system software. It means without system software, your application program doesn't work here. Example of your system software here: compilers, assemblers, buggers, etc. Even your OS is also a system software. And in case of your application software, word processor, media player, your Firefox, your Chrome, so on, this is called as application software. Okay, this is a difference between your system and an application software. So next is system software versus application, as I told you earlier. So one characteristics in which most system software differs from application software is machine dependency. Now, what do you mean by this machine dependency? Your system software is dependent on your hardware, or is dependent on your system software, but not in the case of your application programs. Your application program doesn't depend on your hardware, so it can run on the system software here. Now, system programs are intended to support the operation and use of the computer itself rather than a particular application. It is intended to support the operation and use the computer by itself. Okay. Now, examples I told you what are text editors here. Text editors is to create and modify the program. Compiler and assembler are used to translate these programs into machine language. Means your compiler is used to translate high level language into machine language. Your assembler is used to translate low level language into machine level language. Loaders and linkers are used to load your programs into memory and then prepare for execution. And debuggers lastly helps to detect errors in the program. Now this diagrams gives you a clear picture how your system software or your whole computer system has been designed. So in the last block, you can see there is a bare machine. That means a pure hardware is placed on this bare machine. There is an OS, operating system, which manages your memory, your process, device, and information. Okay, and top of that, you'll be having your other system software, that is compiler, assembler, text editor, which comes with your operating systems. So when you install your operating system, all this will be installed, and top of it, there will be application programs which are installed by the user of their choice. Okay.